everyone. Imagine starting your day in the Philippines where corruption, injustice, and ignorance are no longer headlines, but history. A country where results stories about suffering and hope are nothing more than chapters in a dusty book, not echoes of the world we live in. What would that place look like? And more importantly, can we ever get there? Renato Constantino, in his article, Our Task is to Make Rizal Obsolete, makes a bold suggestion that Rizal's greatness is both blessing and a challenge. If Rizal's teachings still speak to us after more than a century, it means we've failed to become the nation he dreamed of. Rizal was not a prophet, but a mirror reflecting again and again our society's persistent flaws and struggles to make him obsolete, says Constantino, is not to erase him, but to finally bring his ideals to life, so they stop being urgent remedies and become lived realities. Why is Rizal still valid today? Because every time we see Filipinos chasing opportunities abroad, believing white-collar work overseas is the only real success, we repeat the same inferiority he warned against. Every injustice and indolence reflects those characters in his novels, the Donna Victorinas, the Simons, who made choices favoring selfish gain and foreign values. Even our constant struggle learning in English, rather than embracing Filipino identity, is another echo. These are ills that have kept Rizal's words alive and vital. But why does it take to make Rizal an obsolete? It means solving the root problems he pointed out, ending intellectual captivity, creating a genuine national pride, and building a society where hard work and hope aren't faint dreams. It means Filipinos believing their best chance isn't abroad, but at home, working together for social reform. It's understanding that to appreciate Rizal is not just to repeat his stories, but to build the just nation he imagined, where his lessons become a history, no longer warnings, just wisdom. If one day Rizal's words no longer burn with urgency, if his novels describe an era we've truly moved past, then we will have succeeded, not by forgetting him, but making him the foundation for a greater nation. Rizal becomes obsolete only when his ideals are fulfilled and our country no longer needs them as a curse, but remembers them as achievements. The challenge isn't to let go of Rizal, but to outgrow the need for him as a savior. The real way to honor him is to make ourselves his true successors, to solve the problems he saw, to live the values he wrote, and to prove finally that his work lives on in us, not as a mirror of defeat but a legacy of victory. Let's strive for that future. And let's make Rizal obsolete not by forgetting him, but being the generation that finally sets his dream free. And that is my knowledge. Thank you.